EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Going to return this from the 10. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to air one out right away. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10. They put Wilson in motion. On the give, it's Hall. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. Play action now with Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Adams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On first down, it's O'Connell. He gets this one to Tucker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, it's O'Connell. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Michael Mann. Touchdown, Raiders. 2-point attempt, forthcoming. O'Connell getting the offense set. In motion is Myers. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he will take it in.
Devonte.
And tag on the 2 points
still fall.
to make it 8-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line.
You don't know who you matched up against.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Trayvon Merrick up to make the tackle. Conklin goes in motion. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll try to set up the screen here with Allen. He's going to have the first down, and that one good for 9, and the drive continues.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second down, Rodgers. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Epps. And the Raiders are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you're going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
We are through 1. It's the Raiders with the early lead.
It basically means you can't be a bum anymore. You can't just rely on the game to help you anymore. I was talking to my viewer.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play.
You have to appreciate the effort. The guy's given everything he has to try to make something out of nothing, but understand sometimes you just have to live to survive another down and not take a big loss.
A second down throw for O'Connell. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, O'Connell. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. This returnable with Reed. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Rodgers on 1st down. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 30.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Remain here in this first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Another run here with Hall. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7.
Thank you.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus X. Past midfield.
Oh, I was fucking updating in this game. Should play the way it's supposed to.
And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream.
Get away with
Pick 6
cheats.
for touchdown. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point.
Yeah, still play the game
Up
now.
and good. And the Raiders will take a 15-0 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. The shotgun, it's A-Rod.
Thank you.
And for the 3rd time in this first half,
All the people who can throw it to the running back. He ain't got no route running.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Madison. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with White. And waiting, no signal. He did not. No, he did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
They'll go. It's White. And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board. On 4th down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal.
And that That's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
A short one taken at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
You got to do something about that goose egg you got, my guy.
First half of play. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports.
Yeah, you threw him. I didn't.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Didn't have to. I'm up 18. You got 0 points. Embarrassing. You got 0 points. Embarrassing. Yeah, it is embarrassing. You got 0 points. Yeah, that's very embarrassing. Yeah, I'd be embarrassed if I had 0 points too.
To throw is O'Connell. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Man in motion here is Tucker. On second down, O'Connell finding his tight end, Mayer.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
From the gun, on third down, it's O'Connell. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They put Adams in motion. A first down throw from Rodgers. Open man downfield is Conklin. And he will go all the way. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, Jets. Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. He's got it. And the Jets are able to edge a bit closer. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Second down and 8. Motion man sent right. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. Inside the 35. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. They'll run up the middle. It's Madison. He'll get about 2. Will McDonald, their tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. In motion is Myers. They'll stick with Madison. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Man in motion here is Tucker. They're going to go jet sweep on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Raiders 18, Jets 7.
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal.
A 33-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Hall. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Allen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They put Wilson in motion. They'll run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on downs. We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he's going to take this all the way home. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He finds his tight end, Conklin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Polamau. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders are going to extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing Rodgers. A ball deep for the end zone.
Thank you.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
O'Connell to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one go, looking for...
Is that what you were trying to do?
A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
A gain of 54 yards. And the Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
O'Connell going to throw on 1st and 10. Again, working.
Is that what you were trying to do?
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big-time play for Vegas.
I have not committed once this entire game. No, I have not. I play match defense, which basically plays whatever you're going to play. If you pass the ball, it's going to play the pass. If you run the ball, it's going to play the run. I do not have to commit. I do not commit at all, ever. Watch my streams.
Carlson's kick is good.
I don't rely on that stuff. I rely on skill, not nuances that cater and help. I don't do that. It's all me. I don't pass it. I did not pass it. Because you're losing, don't make excuses for your losing. Face the fact that you matched up with someone who's better than you. 42-7, and I don't have to do it. 42-7, and I don't even have Devonte anymore. 42-7, and I don't even have Devonte. You do. 42-7, and I don't even have Devonte. I gave you Devonte.
At the end of the play. Rodgers.
Need all the help you can get when you need Pat Mahomes too. Here, I'll call timeout for you.
Pass rush gets home and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
You just got dusted, dude.
He's gonna
look at that. You're horrible. Look at this. Another pick. You're not worth my time. Hey, this is sad.
Another interception. Picked off by Jack Jones. And the Raiders.
Bro, I don't get people that lose this game. You're not good.
Well, Mike, this
42-7.
is the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
You're horrible.
That's hard. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one.
Who needs Devonte, bro? I'm the best there is.
So this one, a win for the
I don't need Devonte.
And right away you can point
Don't rely on that shit. I just next man up that shit.
He tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with
Still got a team
takeaways.
in my roster
As a
a little
result,
bit.
they're going to come
Figure
away
out exactly
with
what I want
victory.
players, but
So that'll just
we
about
just went out there and fucking
our entire team
waxed that ass. Should have been a fucking complete goose egg, but Hayden goddamn.
For more, log on to easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside.
PlayStation shut
So
up.
long from Vegas.
That boy had 145.8, and then that defense was that's crazy, man. Tucker out there balling. Myers out there balling. Mayer did his thing. It's what you love to see, man. Guys come out there and make plays. Got Jack Jones out there getting picks. Elps got 2. Lamar got 1. Merrick got 1. You love to see it. Love to see it. Got to get more on the sack Collins, but I think we collapsed them towards the end. We just started forcing stuff. So. This was actually one thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to play Devonte one-on-one wherever he was. Like if I felt like he was isolated, I wanted to make sure that I was on him running with him. Forced to read deep. He should have went short. I don't know what he was doing. He had 2 routes, just forcing the ball. That was the bad read on him. Good play by me. Right from there. Oh, this was that check release. I might have to start using this play more. Nice little route. Tries to run RPO versus my cover 6. Show blitz. Quarter flat just walks it. Also like the pressure that we get out of it. Forcing him to do something with it because he's not going to have the run because of Max Crosby. Cover 6 does a great job versus the RPO bubble. Yeah, just forcing. It's like the one play Devonte was actually open and he didn't read it. I don't know what he was looking at. When he undercut it, he throws it to a running back on a deeper route. Not something necessarily you want to do. He got lucky with this shit. I probably should have undercut that, but the broken tackles, that's something that I'm not too fond of in this game. There's going to be a lot of jet sweeps. I mean, with Devonte gone, Tucker's going to have a bigger role in my offense with these jet sweeps. Hello. One second. What the fuck that was? Holding out with a pick here. What he was seeing, he probably should have threw it like right there. Waited too long. Can pick that up. Just forcing backed off quarters, or you're not throwing off a backed off quarter. And I just started slinging it just to show him who I was. He didn't believe me that I could just do what I wanted to do. Got Jacoby Myers out there just filling the big boy shoes. Obviously, I can't do it as much because I only have technically one receiver that can do that, so I don't necessarily want to spam it. But just had to showcase the ability. Tucker with the rush. Said Jacoby's going to be a big part of this right here. Probably play one more for you guys. I think that's a good starting game to show you that I don't need great players to make me look good. I can get a shoebox out there with fucking rocks in it and throw them on the field and make them look good. It really just comes down to the play call, playing good defense. I still got to figure out exactly what I want on my depth chart, but we'll get there. Figure out my rush defensive tackle. I'm actually going to use Butler. What's up, Javi? Just blew the Jets out with the Raiders. We elite now.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's... all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Goff.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now it's O'Connell. This goes out wide from Madison.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now O'Connell. That is caught.
And some room to run now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Alexander Madison, 24 yards.
And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader." A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Still fighting. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Max Crosby.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Goff. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Goff.
Oh, why you didn't jump? Helps. He threw it right to you.
34 yards. And the Lions have cut the lead back down to 2. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're
Oh, he
content to
got saved
trail by 1
right
at
there.
8-7.
That would have been a pick.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And bulldozing his way through. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Gets it downfield to Mayer. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with it. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the first down.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That's complete to Turner. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll run with Tucker. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
O'Connell here on 4th down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as
Pretty
a
good.
touchdown. But incompletions on their first two
Actually,
throws.
first matchup was against the Jets.
And trying to figure
They
out
went
a
into
big
the water.
play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
65 yards.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
To throw here, O'Connell. That's caught by Myers.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
And O'Connell now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
Back to throw. Goff.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point safely through, and that makes it 21-8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Aleem McNeil able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now Minshew. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here's Minshew.
It's not really like that.
That's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Lions force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Again, Goff.
I can't jump for that?
Brings it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And now lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Gone.
Really good.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They just pieces on defense. I think that the defense to go.
Here comes second down and 5.
Get their offense.
Here's O'Connell. Pass complete. It's Madison.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And Madison.
Man, come on. Fumble.
And this is scooped up by the Lions.
And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone.
Madison. You cannot fumble that. That's crazy. You the goddamn running back, bro. Like, you the last person supposed to fumble the ball right there. Especially against the DB.
So even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Now, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the...
Oh, good pick. Pull him out. That boy got a pick artist pick. Like that.
6-yard line.
Snatched it from him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
I
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. O'Connell rolling to his right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Running for shit.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Hurts to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Corners are known for their ability to cover, but those that'll stick their nose in against the running game, that's a bonus for any team. And what a nice play right there, tackling him for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Las Vegas offense ready to start. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
What the fuck is this?
The Eagles. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown.
Devonte Smith on the receiving end for Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
Fights loose. And this won't be enough.
Why couldn't this go straight?
Short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He was cooked.
Struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Bullet.
And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. On the end around, here comes Smith.
Holding.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
From the 40 now on second down. Hurts.
I couldn't learn.
But it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here. And got his man complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Again, it's Laube.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
On the handoff, it's Laube. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They run. It's Tucker.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing. O'Connell.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
They'll go for it. O'Connell.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Nate Hobbs there to bring him down. You don't see that a ton, do you, with the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle?
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. He'll drop to throw. This is caught inside the 15.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So when your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed and being able to stay in bounds.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And O'Connell now to throw.
Forced out, under pressure, and down he goes
That's
in
a
the
lot.
end zone, and that's a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
You got it wrong with
And he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Barkley inside handoff.
Hold it.
And all the way down
On
inside.
Madden, you got to throw flags now.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. They shakes him off.
Bro, tackle. God
And a
damn.
big loss here as he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devonte Smith,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Eagles have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of set you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
O'Connell working from the gun.
He's got Turner. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.
He's had issues blocking in that game. Bad field position with the turnover on the 1-yard line. I'd rather get a knockdown right there than a pick. Shit. Ever want to be on the 1-yard line, backed up like that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Power. Cut. Touch 50, touch 50.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now Wilson. They'll get this to his tight end.
Tackle. Doing this shit today.
Get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a good tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
It's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's good.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Come on with the pause in, bro. God damn. Shit. Just play. You could have did that at the main menu, bro. You shut up. Slob on my knob.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
They'll get this underneath to Madison.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now it's O'Connell.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Here's O'Connell.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
14.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Touch 50, touch 50. Right.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around.
Off the play fake. O'Connell
Out to his left.
that one complete to Trey Tucker.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll go Madison up the middle. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On the ground, it's Tucker. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10.
Got it, got it, got it. Cut. All those special. All those special. Cut.
Here's Wilson to throw. Completes this one to Pickens. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Again, Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. A final shot before break. O'Connell. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
Play action. Now O'Connell. Going deep here for Bryant. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Front left, front left. 19. Hold. Green,
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
You guys, listen. Bang out. Nice.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 72 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Wilson. That's swung out wide to Harris.
Right there.
For a Steeler touchdown.
Actually, you're not.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL,
oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. Down for the first time this game, multiple defenders in there to drop him.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Here we go, son.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Back to throw. Fields.
Fighting through pressure, being chased out left. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Here we go, son.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, Ken.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go, son.
Jefferson moving in motion left. Now Fields.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Nate Hobbs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
No mas. Here we go.
Here's Fields.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Fields now to throw. That is intercepted. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's O'Connell. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter.
I did not know first down.
Best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
That's good for us, Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Fields.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Here we go. We're good.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Justin. Stay high.
Back to throw. Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Boy.
This one in the win column
Lucky.
for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Charles, for this losing side, they're ahead.
I think my thing is my line just not blocking the way it's supposed to. What time is it? I gotta get ready for work. I'll probably catch y'all fellas tomorrow.